Aloha and welcome, video viewers. I'm Panther, and this is Conarium. Yeah, you do your thing. Okay, can't go past him. Cannot go past him. Okay, before I get past the invoker guy, let's look at our options. So if I come back this way, I have 3 options available to me. What happens if I go left? Left looks like a good one so far. Yeah. Okay, if we go left, that puts us straight here. And then I could go back this way, but that would activate these. But I could run past them. But if I go all the way right from the left, looking good so far. Yeah, that's the way to go. Do not go down the center. Go either far right or far left. Okay. Let's do this. I know what you're gonna do. And I'm not gonna be here for you to do it. There we go. Far left. Should be chasing me. Oh crap. I should have waited a little bit for them to get closer. I think I may have just been sandwiched in. Or not. How do I defeat him? Oh. Ha. Okay. Ha ha.
All these must be the products of my disordered imagination and nothing more.
Bullshit. That is what I call to that. Bullshit. Okay, so yay, we got past them. I'd call this eerie, but that would be redundant. You have a cloak? Yeah, it's a stone cloak. That's weird. An elder thing. I kind of figured. They didn't.
I don't know if anybody reads this. there is anyone still alive out there. I've lost everybody who was on my search party. I am alone and afraid. Even from the out-of-place echoes of my own footsteps that are reverberating along these halls of ages-long silence. It is hard to tell if I am alive anymore. Those visions, sounds, the devilish scenes described in the release I come across every now and then. We were not meant to be here.
Dr. Faust! Dr. Faust, are you there? Answer me, please!
Of course. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to just assume I don't hit those bells. Oh, hello. Sacrificial dagger. Ornate sacrificial dagger. Wholly intact and still amazingly sharp, even after all these years of desolation. The elaborate carvings on the curious metallic surface signify a reptilian nature. Take it. Ha! Facehuggers. That's not good. Oh, the goo. What's the signification of the goo? The ooze, whatever it's called. Don't know. We'll find out, I suppose. Or not. This is an H.P. Lovecraft game. There are just things outside of your mind. A vision of once was. Ah!
I believe no more can we harbor ourselves on the safest shores, for there are things that cannot be undone.
Dun dun dun. Loading. Just so you know that it didn't crash.
Frank,
Huh.
Was that a sheer delusion?
Distinct possibility exists. Oh god. Having heightened my knowledge of the arcane arts, I find myself compelling the subject of universals, whether definitions exist in nature of things or in mere conception, whatever, conception, illusionary, or perhaps a sheer product of human language. Our means of receiving impressions are absurdly few. Our notions of surrounding objects infinitely narrow, which isn't actually a thing. We see things only as we are constructed to see them, and can gain no idea of their absolute nature. So what lies beyond the woven limits of the flesh we've been trapped in? And is it really possible to pass beyond it at least once? What do we know of the world and the universe around us? For the last 10 years of my rough life, I've lived with diluted echoes of those scorching questions that have rendered me a ghost among the flocks. Yesternight, I finally got some answers. During the last session, Frank and I managed to get the painter to work, and even though the results are blurry, we have our first proof of what we saw out there. Remember the whole thing of, careful what you look for, you just might find it? Oh hey, the flashlight is better than the torch.
We need to be cautious, not to let anyone else see this grand collection. It could be extremely dangerous for both of us. Deliberately preserved heads from Mesopotamian marshlands. Such cultivated minds kept in permanence by getting dried under the scorching sun with methods now lost to us. As well as the sun, they were believed to be symbols of knowledge.
Interesting. Actually really interesting. You're a little different. What do you have to say?
A stuffed, subadult Nile crocodile. One of the oldest creatures still living on the face of the earth.
Nothing in there.
A medicine man mask from Northwest Africa. A sacrifice ritual mask from Middle Africa.
A lot of stuff from Africa here. What's my inventory look like? Yep, I figured.
Looks like a preparation for a long trip.
Wait. Jesus, vampires. Like one of the earliest depictions of them.
This relic is from Madagascar. I have two versions, but this one is extremely rare. It is called Hanalbi. Nobody knows exactly what it means, but from its symbolic depiction of a dark sphere inside a light one, it is thought that it could mean the underworld. I had it brought by an old captain friend who often visits that island for trading purposes.
You're a nerd.
Mask of an all-powerful moon goddess, esteemed by an eastern island tribe, now lost in time. It is from the private collection of the late famous hermit, Klaus von Herdeth. Don't ask me how I get it. I have my ways.
You don't say. Oh, wait.
Elusive mask from the submerged parts of Kerguelen Islands. A cryptic mask with an untraced origin.
Hehehehe.
This is called the Mask of the Beholder.
Okay. Nothing more on that one?
Skulls from New Guinea that are believed to be housing protective spirits.
Bob! Oh god.
Woodland Lizard Spirit Mask. A serpentine ritual mask from India, which is said to have hypnotic effects on the one who deeply gazes into its eyes.
Huh. Yeah, I figured. Oh god. As told in some banned ancient volumes I was able to acquire, it is evident that Conarium, when properly adapted to work with the human psyche and physiology, can transcend the mind beyond the limits of time and space into a particular place we are yet to explore. If not for our own experiences corresponding exactly with the depictions provided in the Necronomicon and some other books of forgotten lore, I would easily declare myself a madman. Conclusively, I have solid evidence printed out for me to justify the objection of my position. That dimension is completely devoid of light, other than some small glowing, morphing geometrical shapes appearing and disappearing momentarily around us. It also feels extremely cold, but I do believe that they are just null sensations that our physical bodies attain from what is otherwise impossible to acquire without the Conarium. It is not for us to see this fantastic void with a pair of corporal eyes. And possibly we are the first explorers to ever reach this ancient forbidden place. But the question now, weighing heavily on my mind, is whether we could ever fully understand this experience within the hindrance of our own limited sensations. Ain't that about a bitch? You finally get there, and you can't even... What?
It sounded like the floor is hollow back there.
Yeah.
It's stuck.
Okay. Need to remember that that's there.
Locked.
And that's locked. Of course it is. Well... I'd like to be able to take that.
This is exactly the same room I've been in one of my visions.
Oh! An ogre! Great. Penguin! figure of an emperor penguin, a creature native to Antarctica. Oh. Okay. A drum?
According to legend, this very djembe belonged to a learned drummer from Senegal who can speak with the dead by rhythmically beating it. A native drum from the Asmat people of New Guinea. Their creation myth says Fumerapits made the first carvings of men and women. By beating on this drum, Fumerapits caused the figures to dance, bringing them to life.
The known world, I assume. Wait. Nothing there. Okay. Nothing there. You are that plant that caused all this issue. Time bore. You're a type of... Yep, you're a calendar. Nothing in there. This place is falling apart. Oh.
Locked.
Great. Oh, ha! Okay, well...
It's locked.
That's it for this episode, folks. In the next episode, we'll figure out how to get past that, or down into that, obviously hidden room. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.